After shooting on location for Tatooine, for example, what do you think about sand?
Yeah, sand is hard to shoot in after a long time, and also when we were shooting it was incredibly hot, so just the heat wave of it all was very difficult, you know, so I think some of the conditions, but in some ways sometimes that's not a bad thing because it feels very authentic, and I think for the performances and everything you're really out there in those conditions.
You know, I understand Anakin's contempt for sand. He grew up on a desert planet. It wasn't you know, the best experience for him. But yeah, I don't mind it.
Yeah, and I saw some photos of the set in the desert where you were wearing the pandemic mask.
Yes.
Can you tell me about how filming under the conditions of the pandemic changed?
Yeah, I mean, this is something that I've never gone through, and I'm sure, you know, it's been a first for everybody, but we made the entire thing through COVID, so it was challenging. You know, a lot of our pre-production was remote, you know, and so we were only like a week out until we started shooting, and I was meeting for the first time a lot of people in person for the very first time, which is a little crazy. And then to go through the whole shoot, so, you know, when we started it was so much PPE, and we were using like face shields and masks, and you know, so it was quite stressful to start out with COVID, and then, you know, I think the vaccine came out not long after when we started, and then it got a little bit easier, but it was challenging for sure.
I mean, you've got all sorts of new COVID protocols, trying to keep everyone as safe as possible, but you know, I don't know, I just thought we were very fortunate to get to do the show when we did. You know, it was a very uncertain time, but we tried to stay as safe as possible.